Adding reviews on your website is very important because it can help increase sales. So you can add reviews on, say, sales pages, or you can have it on specific pages on your website. So as you can see here, I was able to pull these Google reviews and to show them like that. And I was also able to create a page which will be able to show my reviews like that. So let me show you the form that I created. So this is the form. It asks for the first name, email address, and the review, and also a star rating. So once they fill in this, I can have a look at these reviews on my website. And then once approved, I can just come over here, refresh this page, and this is where all the reviews will be shown. Now, to achieve this, I am using a plugin called WP Social Ninja. This plugin is fantastic because it has a ton of features and customizations which enable us to show all these features in a nice way. So they have a lifetime license, which I will add a link in the video description below so you can get this lifetime deal. And it also has a discount, and this discount is massive. It's 50% off. So I highly recommend that you get this license because you can use this plugin on many websites. If you do go for the unlimited, or you can go for the 25 websites, it is brilliant. I highly recommend it, and I've started using this on my website. And if you buy this using my affiliate link, you'll also get access to my mini course that I'm creating about this plugin to help you get up and running super fast. Let's get started. All right, so the first thing we need to do is to download the plugins. So I'm going to come over here and install the free plugin. So I'm going to click on Add New, WP Social Ninja. Okay, so this free plugin does not have all the features that we need, but however, we need to go ahead and install it anyway. That is what we need to make the pro version work. So in my case here, I've already gone ahead and installed it and activated it. So in your case, it will ask you to install and activate. So once you click and install and activate over here, the next step now is to purchase WP Social Ninja. So once you've purchased it, in fact, let me just show you the page here. So they have a special deal, which is a limited license. So the single domain is going to cost you $99, and then $25 for $299, and unlimited for $499. So I highly recommend that you get this plugin because it is packed of features. It has social feeds, social reviews, and also social chat. So you can set all these separately on your website, and I believe any website is going to need at least one of these services. Okay, so if you want to compare, I will give you a link which will take you to this page. It has a discount, so that link is in the video description below. Go ahead, check it out. And if you buy this using my affiliate link, I will give you access to my course, which will teach you how to use this plugin effectively. Okay, so enough with that. Now, once you've purchased it, you're going to get a dashboard that looks like this. So you can see here, I have my lifetime license here, and this is the license key that we're going to need in order for this to work. You want to copy that, and then here is where you can download the pro version of the plugin. So once you hit download, it'll download on your computer. In this case, it is in my downloads folder. Back over here on the plugins, you want to click on upload plugin, choose file, and navigate to where it has been downloaded. And once you've done that, just click on install. And once you install it, you'll see an entry here which says WP Social Ninja. So what we're going to do today is to connect our reviews. So there's a quick way to do this. If you know you have all your services, you can just come over here and go to all your services. So in this case, we're going to come over here to settings. So these are all our services that we have for all our features. So as you can see, we have Airbnb, we have TripAdvisor, and so on. So let's say you wanted to set up your TripAdvisor reviews, you would come over here, and then you would want to connect it first by coming over here. Okay, so to add our reviews, you want to come over here. So in my case, I have an old account which I used to use for my design agency. So I'm going to choose Google My Business and then click here. So this is how we're going to connect it. So here it is. I'm going to click on this little gear icon, and this is where I'm going to select which one it is. I think it's this one here, Birmingham-based designers. I'm going to hit save, and here it is. It's pulled my Google reviews. So now I can create the template, which I will add onto my website. So if I click here on create template, there we go. So that's my template, and that is my shortcode. But we can further customize this template by coming over here to template, and we can choose how we want to display this. So there are several ways we can do this, which is brilliant. So take a look as I'm scrolling through these. So we can have the stars like that. So these are all the different ways we can show it. And as I continue, this one here is quite simple and nice. There we go. Okay, so that's the last one. So I would go with, let's have a look. I think I want one which really says this is a Google review. So I'm going to go with this template here. Click and go back. Next, we can also specify the columns. Now, in this case, I only have 2, so I'm going to leave that as it is. On the filters here, there's also a few things you can do. You can hide reviews without text. You can also filter this to exclude certain things here. So let's say include, exclude, and then you could say filter by the business. So if you have more than one business here, you could go in and filter by business. You can also filter by category. And then further down here on the settings, you can show or display the rating. So look at that, the rating is gone, but of course I wouldn't recommend that. You want to make sure the rating is there. That's the whole point of the reviews. And then over here, you can also remove or add reviewer's name. And again, obviously you want to keep your reviewer's name. And we also have the image here. So you can toggle that. Platform icon, I think that's okay. We can have that. And then we also have the dates here. So if you want to get rid of the dates, you can just get rid of the dates there. And the review text. Okay. We also have excerpts here. And unfortunately here, we don't have the description. They just went on and added the stars. And then here on the header as well, you can display the header to show where these ratings are from. And the really cool thing about this as well, you can further customize this and also leave this button which says leave a review, and the review will be left on Google Reviews, okay, which is brilliant. We also have pagination, and we also have this new schema snippet. Now this is where you would add your business logo, the business name, business type, and so on, and this will also show. Okay, so I'm going to save my template now, and then I'm going to copy this code here and create a brand new page by coming over here to page. I'm going to open this page in a new tab. Now we're going to call this all reviews. And for this, I'm going to use my builder. All right, so I'm going to paste that code. So to do that, we're going to build this from scratch, add a single column, and I'm going to search for my text module here. And by the way, this works with Gutenberg and many other page builders. All right, so I'm going to get rid of all this dummy text and paste my shortcode like that. And then I'm going to save. And now you can see our reviews are now showing. Now you can add this shortcode on sales pages or any specific pages that you want to add this shortcode to. And this is why I like the flexibility of this plugin. It's really, really good. Okay, so now that I've added this, I'm going to save this for now. So let's say you do not have any of these services. You don't have TripAdvisor, you don't have Airbnb, you don't have Trustpilot. You also don't have Google Reviews. So what do? Fortunately, the team at WP Social Ninja have this sorted. So what you can do is you can connect Fluent forms to your reviews. Now, let me show you how that works. So let's create a form which is going to collect all our reviews. So I'm going to leave this open here because we're going to come and add our shortcode in here soon. So back over here, we want to add another plugin. So I'm going to come over here, click on add new. So I'm going to add another plugin, and this one here is called Fluent Forms. So here it is. I'm going to click on install now and then activate. Okay, so we need to create a brand new form that's going to collect all our reviews. So let's create a brand new form by clicking here on Fluent Forms, and then we're going to click on add a new form. So I'm going to create one from scratch, and let's start with our name fields. So in this one here, we are not going to need the last name. So I'm going to remove it like that. Next, I'm going to add more fields. So this time I need the email address. I also need the text area. So this is where they're going to add the review. So let's go in and customize this a little bit. So here it says text area. So I'm just going to say add review. Okay. And in here for the placeholder, I'm just going to say start typing. There we go. Excellent. So back over here, what we need next here is the ratings. So we can see here that if we search for our ratings, this one here is grayed out, and that's because I need to upgrade. So because that is very important, I went ahead and upgraded to Fluent Forms Pro. So I'm going to come back over here to my account and let me come over here to my dashboard and download it. So here it is on the top here, Fluent Forms Pro. So I'm going to copy the license like that. And then I'm going to download Fluent Forms Pro, which is this one right here. Excellent. Back over here on my site, I need to install it. But before I do that, let me just rename my form and just call this All Reviews. I'm going to rename that. So when I come back here, I'll be able to locate it much easier. All right, so to install our plugin, I'm going to come over here to plugins, click on add new, upload plugin, and then I'm just going to drag and drop it here, click install, and now my plugin is going to be installed. Now remember, I copied my license key from my dashboard, so I'm going to paste it in here. All right, so the plugin has been activated now. I'm going to come over here to global settings. And it looks like everything here is all set up correctly, which is brilliant. Okay, now let's go back to our forms that we were trying to create. So I'm going to click here on all forms. And this is the form, which is the all reviews. I'm going to click on edit. All right, so everything has been added here. So what I need here is the reviews. So I'm just going to search for it here and say ratings. There we go. I'm going to click on that. And now we have our ratings. Now you may be thinking, why should I be upgrading to a paid version of Fluent Forms Pro? Now, the reason why you may want to do that is because it has a ton of features. This form can be connected to PayPal or Stripe, which means you can now take payments just by using this form. You can also have conversational forms. I've done quite a few videos about that. The link to that will be in the video description below. So it comes with a ton of features, but of course we can't go through all of that in this video. I just want to show you how to create your own page that collects all your reviews. Okay, so now that I have this, so I'm just going to go into the button here and also just change this and say submit review. And then I'm going to save the form. Right, so now it's time to connect our form. So to do that, we want to come over here to settings and integrations. I want to come over here to marketing and CRM integrations. Click on add new integration. So you can see on the drop down, we already have WP Social Ninja integration. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to click on that. And all I have to do now is to map my fields. So it's asking for the ratings here. I'm going to click on the drop down and choose ratings. Next, we got the reviewer's name. I'm going to click here on the drop down and choose first name. Reviewer's email. Let's map this as well to the email. And then for the comments, this needs to connect with add review. And I don't have this category, so that is fine. And then I'm going to create my social feed. Excellent. So now you can see it is connected and I have my success pop up here. Now let's copy this form and add it onto our site. So I'm going to come back over here to my editor, and this is my shortcode. So I'm going to click on that to copy. And now I want to create a new page, which is called add reviews. Okay. So I'm going to click, I'm going to open this in a new tab. And for the page title, let's just call this leave a review. I'm going to use the Divi builder, build from scratch. I'm going to use a single column here. Search for my text module. And then I'm just going to paste my code in here and save. All right, so I'm going to save the page and exit the Visual Builder so we can see this form. Right, so I'm going to exit. Okay, so now we have our form. So I can start here by entering my first name. So I'm going to enter my first name here, email address. I'm just going to say, love the product. Okay, so that's just a quick review. I'm going to add my star rating here. I'm going to set it to 4 and then hit submit review. Okay, so we have a message here. Thank you for your message. We'll be in touch with you shortly, but you can go ahead and customize this if you wanted to. Now, I'm just going to refresh this so we can see the form again. So now when I go back to my website and I go to my forms on my entries, I'm able now to see that something is happening. So I can see here there's one entry and this is the reviews. And also if you come over here to all reviews, you will also see that We have a rating here, and this is the review, and this has come from Fluent Forms. Okay, that's great. So what I need to do now is to copy this code, right, to display these manual reviews or these reviews that are not from these other companies. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm going to click here on edit. So I can actually come in here and do further updates. So let's say I need to change the image. I can just go in and change the image. I can go in and add the review title. So let's say this was a Divi template. So that could be the title there. So you can go in and customize this message after the fact. But you know what? I highly recommend you just leave it as it is, because you don't want to tamper with people's reviews. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm going to come over here to all templates. So you can see here that I have my reviews template here, and this is the code. So I'm going to click here to copy the code, and I'm going to go to my all reviews page, and I'm just going to duplicate this. Okay. So these are my other reviews. I'm going to go into my text module here and delete this and paste my new code, which is my reviews that we just created. And then we're going to save the page. So when I exit the Visual Builder here, this is now showing, which is brilliant. So now we have our reviews from Google, and we also have these, basic ones, which has the name, the description, which we can also go in and highly customize if we wanted to by coming over here to this template. So this is our default one, the one which is not from those external companies. You can add things in a grid. You can also come over here to the filters. You can show the number of reviews. And if you come over here to the settings, you can also show other information. So let's say you want to remove the review title. You can just do that, and you've just gotten rid of that, and so on. Okay, so once you set this all up, you are pretty much ready to go. And if there are any reviews that you're not happy with, you can just delete them. You can also display reviews based on star rating. So if anyone has added 1 star, you can go to this template and specify that do not show anything with less than, let's say, 2 stars. So that's the customization that you can do. So it is fantastic. It's great for sales pages. It's also great for just showing people that anyone that has used your service or your product are happy with it, and it helps you increase your sales. All right, guys, that's all I have for you in this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.